Today we are making these rainbow teardrop beaded earrings. I'm using 5 different colors of size 11 seed beads. Miyuki beads would be the best. And I'm using Nymo thread in size B. You could also use Fireline. And a size 12 needle. Lastly, I'm using a thread protector to attach the earring hook at the end. If you're using Nymo thread, you can use some beeswax to condition it. Thread your needle with about 5 feet of thread. Then you're going to drag it through your beeswax. Then pull it between your fingers to distribute the product evenly. I'm starting with 2 magenta beads and 2 pink beads. Push these down near the end of your thread. Leave a 6-inch tail and then place your beads all together. Now taking your needle, go up through the 2 magenta beads only. Then pinch your beads between your fingers and pull your thread through. As you'll see, it creates a little loop, so now our beads should be in 2 rows next to each other. Remember to leave that 6-inch tail. Now reposition the beads in your hand, holding your tail thread down with the magenta bead on the left. Now take your needle and put it down through the pink beads. Again, pinch your beads between your fingers before you pull the thread. Now our first 2 rows are secured and we can begin adding. Next, I'm taking 2 blue beads and then I'm going to put my needle down through the pink beads, creating a circle like this. Pinch and pull. And our blue bead should sit right next to our pink beads. Then put your needle up through the 2 blue beads, like so, to secure. And now we're going to keep repeating this 2 beads at a time. Next, I'm taking the green, going up through the blue beads to create a loop, pinch and pull, and then go down through the green beads. Pinch, pull. Try to keep the rows nice and tidy, but if they're not perfect, that's okay, we'll correct them soon. Next, we're taking 2 yellow and repeating again, adding those to our last row, pulling, and then going up through the beads to secure them. Now we're going to mirror this pattern going the opposite way. You can just follow the pattern I have in the top corner here. Once we've finished our base row like this, we're going to go back through, weaving back and forth. If you're using Fireline thread, skip this step, you don't need to do it. But if you are using Nymo, we're going to keep going through, weaving our needle back and forth until we get back to the side with our tail thread. This will get our first row nice and stiff, looking very straight and ready to add to. To start our next row, we're going to take 2 magenta and 2 pink beads. When we start a new row, we're going to take twice as many beads. So now to secure them, we're going to go between the stitches. So you can see where I'm putting my needle. We're going to go through the 2nd stitch between the pink and the blue bead. Pull tight, then take your needle and you're going to put it up through the 2 pink beads, like this. And again, pinch and pull. I do an extra step here to make them look perfect. Go down through the magenta beads as well, like so, and then go up through the pink beads one more time. I find this straightens out your row, so it looks much cleaner at the end. Just like that. And now we've started our next row. Now we're going to grab 2 blue beads, and we're going to go between the stitches, this time between the blue and the green bead. Then you're going to go up through the blue beads to secure them. We're going to keep repeating this all along, again following the pattern. Next, you'll grab 2 green beads and then go through the next stitch between the green and the yellow, and then up through the green bead. Again, just keep repeating the pattern all the way across, 2 beads at a time. I'll show you again how to start a new row. Take 4 beads, 2 magenta, 2 pink, then go between the pink and blue beads. Take your needle, go up through the 2 pink beads, pull tight, then go down through the magenta and up through the pink one more time. You can also secure it underneath the stitch to make it extra strong. Up through the pink beads like so, and you've started your new row. Then proceed 2 beads at a time. As we go, you'll notice that we're taking 1 bead out of the middle, out of each row to follow the pattern. Once we get up to the top like this, we're going to finish off by taking 2 magenta beads. Then we're going to put our needle through the thread that is on the opposite side between the pink and the magenta, like this, and then go up through just one of the magenta beads and pull. Now we can add our thread protector. So you're going to put your needle up through one side of the protector and push it down to our beadwork so we can see how it's going to sit, just like this. And then we're going to grab 6 magenta beads and push them down near the thread protector, then go down the other side of the protector and through the other top bead, just like this. Pull your needle and then adjust the beads as necessary. There you go. Secure the thread protector. We're now going to weave our needle through all the beadwork. Start by going through the center pink beads of the next row down. Pull nice and tight. Then go down to the left, like this, and up on the right. And then we're going to work our way down. Creating this zigzag shape is going to help create a knotting effect so our thread protector doesn't come out. And then I'm going to move my needle all the way down to the very bottom of the beadwork so we can add the bottom of the teardrop. Once we're down to the very bottom, we can begin adding our fringe pieces. We're going to start off by grabbing 25 magenta beads. I load up my needle with a bunch and then I go through and count them by 5. Once we've counted out 25, we can push them down to the beadwork. And then I'm going to go up on the opposite side through the other magenta beads on the base row only. Just like this. Pull tight, and we have our first little loop. Now I'm going to go down through the pink beads, and then we can add our pink row. Now count out 20 pink beads. And go up through the pink on the opposite side. Now down the blue beads, grab 15 of them, and up through the opposite side. Next, grab 9 green beads, up through the opposite side, and finish off with 3 yellow beads. Now we're going to zigzag through our beadwork another time to create the final knot. So I'm just going to work up the yellow and then the green, then creating a zigzag effect. And once you have done that, you can trim off the excess thread. Then you're just going to repeat that step one more time with our 6-inch tail thread, creating a quick zigzag. Once you're done that, you can trim off the excess tail And ta-da, you're done. You've created your pair of earrings. I hope you like this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching and have a beautiful day.